Welcome to the Rugby League Outsiders prediction. This is the prediction video. This is the Round 5 Super League prediction video. It's the only one on YouTube that counts, in our opinion. My name's Craig.
And my name's Karl, and I've got some catching up to do this week, Craig. You got pulled 2 on me last week.
In coaches' terms, I'm probably Sam Burgess, and you're probably like Ian Watson or...
Oh, that's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Well, it's the truth, isn't it? I mean, you're fucking...
Well, Huddersfield are making a comeback, so watch this space is all I'm saying.
Right, okay.
There's some tough games to choose from this week. Some absolutely... there's no way we'll tie this week. No way.
Carl, but before we get started, I've got to sort of tackle the elephant in the room.
What?
Have you just turned up as like Mr. Merchandise Man or what? You know, you got the cap on, you got the shirt on.
You've got your new hoodie on, so I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I've got my hoodie on, but that's it. Maybe it's just the cap that's throwing me off. But you just look like Mr. Merchandise. Like, no sponsorship, please, and you're
full kit wanker.
Yeah, that's it. Full kit wanker. Okay, yeah, let's get into it. What teams we got?
Right, on to this week's predictions then. The first game is on Thursday night. I love a Thursday night game.
I do.
There's nothing else on TV, is there? So.
No, and my wife has a coaching session as well, so I've got the living room to myself. Me, the dogs, you know, some healthy snacks, a couple of beverages, and away we go.
Doner kebab. Right, it's Salford Red Devils versus the Wigan Warriors on the Thursday night. This is going to be a cracker, and Salford are playing so well. You know, they made all the headlines into this week with a win against St Helens, which I'm a bit disappointed with myself because I spent last week's show going, Salford are this, Mark Sneed's doing this, they're doing so well, blah blah blah, and then I went, but I'm going to pick Saints.
Yeah, because you went with your head, didn't you?
Yeah,
you know,
I need to take a leaf out of your book and go lead with your heart.
That's it.
So what are you saying this week, Craig? Salford or Wigan?
Well, I think you're building Salford up a little bit too much than they deserve. I thought they were all right against Saints. They were playing against 12 men. You know what I mean? They'd had a big upset, so I don't think they're quite as strong as you think they are. I'm going to go Wigan. Wigan are just on fire, and although they're a bit messy in last week's game, you know, they didn't have Bevan French steering the ship, Harry Smith steering the ship.
No, they still put 60 points on the board, didn't they?
They did, and all right, fair enough. It was against London, but even so, they were sharp. They were scored every opportunity they could score. I think they kind of scored. You know what I mean? And I think we're going to come out on top this week.
Yeah, it's at Salford, but yeah, I'm trying to think of at what point I'm going to bet against Wigan this year. And I can't see it. I just maybe I don't know if Saints go on a good run and the Easter Derby or something like that. But yeah, the Wigan they're too good at the minute. As much as I want Salford to win, and worth mentioning Tim Laffey's pass, mate, at the weekend. What a pass that was!
Yeah, just sort of straight out the back. Just I don't know. Just come from nowhere. You can't compete against that. You know what I mean? There's just nothing you can do, is there?
No,
unless you get like a sneaky hand in, and then you have every chance of sort of knocking the ball forward or whatever. But it was just sublime.
Yeah, Callum Watkins is all. Do you know what I thought with Callum Watkins? I thought when he left Leeds all those years back, I thought he was done.
Yeah, I thought he was done.
I thought his career was over, and then he went to Salford. Didn't really do too much, did he? Initially, he just seems to. He's just consistent, isn't he?
Do you know what he does?
Scored again at the weekend, didn't he?
He consistently gets to the outside shoulder. You know what I mean? And just creates space for the players outside him and troubles the defence. So you're right. You know, he's definitely having a bit of a renaissance. That's a word I've used 3 or 4 times this week on different videos and what have you. But yeah, it's true. So, but I still don't think they're going to be good enough to beat Wigan.
Right. So that's your prediction. Locked in, Wigan.
Locked in.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Wigan. But I hope Salford win.
Okay, Friday's game.
Don't get any points for that, though. Friday's game. Just the one game on the Friday. It's Leeds Rhinos versus St Helens. The Crybaby Saints.
Yeah.
The fans are.
Well, yeah, I think Paul Wellens took it in his stride. He had no problem with the red card. And I don't think Mark Percival can argue against it either. However, it did seem like the fans were kind of, a little bit bitter. Definitely felt like they were robbed a little bit. They weren't robbed.
They weren't. We previewed it, didn't we, on our Set 6 show this week? And, he hit him in the head, mate. You can't... his arm was swinging. He hit him in the head. you can't get away with that in this day and age.
No, you can't. If you haven't seen that weekly news, then go head over to the YouTube channel and find that. It's becoming brilliant, isn't it? You know, it's real good kind of atmosphere on there. Lots of comments, lots of great news stories, and a bit of fun as well.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk about Leeds, your team, Craig. What did you make of their performance at the weekend? Because you can almost split their. It was a game of two halves, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I thought the other team, just the way they attacked was incredibly clinical in the first half. Their attacking line was so deep, but I've never seen a line like it.
Well, I think I messaged you first half, didn't I? And I said, Lee are cutting you to ribbons here. Leeds' defence looked at sixes and sevens, and it was all over the place. And again, I'll say this again, Brodie Croft's defence is weak.
Do you think so?
Yeah. He's absolutely dynamite in attack, but when the team targets him, he comes up short, and that's exactly what Lee did in that first half, and they ripped him apart.
Until the second half. Leeds kind of kicked in and did incredibly well to win the game. So I'm backing Leeds this week. I think they're going to turn Saints over because I think Saints got rumbled a little bit last week. I'm doubting myself as I'm saying it, but I'm going to go.
Ash Hanley's on fire, isn't he, mate?
He's on. I think he's third in the Man of Steel.
He's
at the minute.
He's one of the best players in Super League. Over 700 metres he's made this year already. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know who I'm going for on this one.
Toss a coin. What's your heart saying?
Do you know, I think Leeds are going to do it.
Do you?
At Headingley, Friday night.
That pains you to say that, doesn't it?
Yeah. So just go solve the Saints.
Well, you've got to pull some points back, so you've got to be. You know what I mean?
I know. No, I do think Leeds are going to win.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so close, isn't it, this game this week?
Well, it's going to be 6 to 8 points in it, I think. But I think Leeds are going to win. But that's, I am driven a little bit to support Leeds more than Saints, but you don't have to be.
I'm going to go Leeds.
Right, brilliant.
Right, on to Saturday then.
The
3 games on Saturday, which does my head in because you cannot get on them all in, no matter how hard you try. Right, so first game is Huddersfield v Hull KR.
Yeah. So Huddersfield currently 8th in the league, I think.
They've won 2 of 4. Hull KR have won 2 of 4. Hull KR have lost the last 2. Hull KR started like a house on fire, didn't they? And it's just something's just not been right the last couple of weeks.
As opposed to Huddersfield, it's almost the opposite. They've started poorly and then have just come strong in the last week or two.
So were Huddersfield good this week, or were Castleford exceptionally poor?
No, I think you've still got to put a shift in against Cass. I know a bit of a bogey team at the minute, but
Swift had a good game, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what did they put on Cass? We 60 points,
50 odd points, wasn't it?
Yeah. So they're scoring tries for fun out there last week. It's a difficult one. This. I'm going to let you go first.
Giants.
You going Huddersfield?
Yeah, I'm going Huddersfield. Yeah.
Right. I'm going Hull KR on the comeback this week.
Oh, there we go.
So I'm either going to fall another point behind or pull one back. On to the second game then, on to the other side of Hull FC at home versus the Lee Leopards.
Yeah.
Hull FC have only won 1 of 4.
Yeah, and Lee haven't won any.
No.
Although they've got a game in hand. So
Lee haven't won any, but they didn't look like a team that hadn't won any last week, certainly in that first half. I'm going straight out there. I'm going Lee this week. Right. I think Lee are going to turn all over.
Yeah, despite perhaps not having Lachlan Lamb, I think Lee are going to be far too strong for Hull, and Lee are going to win it. So I agree with you.
Easy decision then, that one. And then the next one's even easier.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, you can't.
Catalan Dragons versus Castleford Tigers. Catalan are going to win. Cass are in all sorts of trouble. Don't know where they're picking a win up from at the minute.
No. Easy. Catalan.
Craig Lingard really needs to improve that defence. Although I haven't been massively impressed with Catalan this year. They're certainly not the team they were last year. But there's no way they're going to lose to Cass. No way.
No way.
No chance.
You want to put something on it?
I'll run around the jungle naked, mate. If they win,
you're going to be doing a lot of naked runs this week if things go wrong. On to the Sunday.
London Broncos versus Warrington Wolves. Look, London. I think everyone's rooting for them to pick up that win out there.
Yeah, they are.
they're just leaking too many points. There was a time at the weekend where I was looking at it and thinking, they're coming back here. They've got a chance. And then all of a sudden, sort of Wigan turned on the afterburners, didn't they? And just absolutely blitzed them.
Well,
and it wasn't even a full strength Wigan team, were it?
No, it were. And London got tired. They were visibly knackered.
They've
done a lot of day and a lot of work. But they are building, and it seems to me like they're getting hungry. They're getting hungry for that first win. They know it's not far off. They started first game of the season. It was like, silly mistakes. We can't do that at this level. Got better.
They had a real difficult running, didn't they, at the start of the season?
Horrendous running.
Yeah, not the sort of run any new team wants in Super League. Look, Warrington Wolves, they're doing all right, aren't they? 1, 3 or 4 with a number of teams that are on 6 points. It's Warrington all day long for me.
Yeah, 4th in the league against 12th in the league. There's only going to be one winner there, so I'm going Warrington as well.
So that wraps up. That was short and sweet this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, some great games. I'd be really interested in what your predictions are, so make sure you stick them down in the comment below. And we're in a race this week to get 500 subscribers on YouTube, so if you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you want to see this show continue, you want to see it grow and develop, that's the best way of letting us know that we're on the right tracks. Until next week, take care.